Well, would you look at that? Despite the fact that Sony said the door was closed in regards to Spider-Man staying in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, news has come out that Spider-Man 3 will indeed be a part of the larger universe.
I'm not leaving!
Which is fantastic. And we here at ScreenRant apparently aren't the only ones who think so, since fans all over the net have taken to social media to rejoice and share their relief publicly. Let's take a look at some of these reactions, shall we? With the end of Spider-Man Far From Home leaving Spider-Man in such a precarious situation, fans were a bit disappointed when the news broke that Disney and Sony were having difficulty reaching a deal to keep him around within the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I am altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further.
Ever since the entire ordeal kicked off in late August, it had been quite the roller coaster of emotions, with many fans starting to give up hope of ever seeing more of the webhead hanging out with their other favorite Marvel heroes. But news has broken that Sony and Disney have indeed reached a deal. While this agreed upon collaboration may only be temporary, just like the original deal, we do know that we are getting at least one more solo Spider-Man film. And they even went so far as to announce when Spider-Man 3 will debut in theaters, which is both crazy and exciting. July 16th, 2021 just can't come soon enough. Apparently, we are also going to be getting Spidey in another Marvel film as well, one that doesn't bear his name. No word yet on which one, but just hearing that is good enough for us. And all this news has kicked the internet's GIF game into overdrive, and there were some amazing ones. @JRacino showed their excitement over the news via a classic celebratory GIF, using a clip from one of the Despicable Me movies to proclaim just how happy they were to see Spider-Man back. @TrunksWD hit us with a bit of added nostalgia by using a GIF from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2, something that we actually saw quite a bit of on Twitter, such as this tweet by @MCU Marvels that simply said, quote, "I now need a MJ and Spider-Man upside down kiss in the next movie." Know what else we saw a lot of on Twitter? Clips of people dancing, being used to illustrate fans' enthusiasm, such as one featuring Chef Goofy cutting quite a rug that was posted by Twitter user @DaviesAllison1A. @MCU Harrier hit us with another clip of dancing, this time to the homecoming version of the classic Spider-Man theme. Shifting from dancing into something slightly more adorable is this tweet from Jeffrey March BR1, who shared a picture of a baby dressed up in a Spider-Man shirt with the caption, "This was our Into the Spider-Verse look this morning, before the news. I like to think we had something to do with it. With how freaking cute that kid looks, we could believe it." @TheDanielsHDS kept the adorable coming, this time in the form of some chibi fan art of the wall crawler, running and celebrating with an angelic Tony Stark, letting the world all know how he feels with a simple, "I'm back, baby." And of course, the references to the MCU started rolling in shortly after the deal was announced. By far the most common shot to be used was the shot from Avengers Endgame when Spider-Man was first reunited with Tony Stark following his unblipping.
Oh, this is nice.
People like @Sebasaga, @Azriantotega, and @SydneyNSwimmer. Of course, we would be remiss without touching upon a few of the actual members of the cast and how they took the news. Zendaya, who of course plays Peter Parker's love interest MJ in the MCU, didn't have much to say, but more than got the point across when she tweeted out this GIF, which is probably one of, if not the most famous and well-known GIFs of all time. A true classic that goes a long way towards sharing her happiness.
I'm not obsessed with him, I'm just very observant.
Outside of social media, in real life, ScreenRant got a chance to ask Jacob Batalon, who plays Peter's best buddy and his quote-unquote guy in the chair, how he was feeling about the news, to which he responded that although they were ready to do a third film with just Sony, he was overall glad. Quote, "I'm really happy. I think we were all really set and ready to go with Sony. We were ready to move on and do the third one with just them, but we're more than happy to work with Marvel again." And then there is Spider-Man himself, Tom Holland, who had probably the best reaction out of everybody, who simply posted a clip from the movie The Wolf of Wall Street on his Instagram. We also enjoyed that he captioned the clip simply with a smirking emoji. Classic Tom. Seems like everyone is definitely relieved to hear that Tom Holland will continue to portray the character as part of the MCU. What was your reaction when you heard the news? Let us know down in the comments below, and while you're down there, why not consider subscribing to ScreenRant for more awesome videos just like this in your feed each and every day. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.